Hello, beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and I'm going to be doing two beautiful readings for you today. So the two cards that came out were the Four of Hearts and also the card that's the Future, 35. I'm going to be doing a reading on this one this afternoon, and lots to say on that one. But if you look at this one, this Four of Hearts, which is the Four of Cups, usually it's a feeling of stagnancy. Now, the fact that she's completely still, sitting on a slab of some sort, is one thing. But as you can see, there are hearts coming up from her. It's almost like from this slab. It's almost like she's sending out a wish. You know, heartfelt wishes of things that she would like to happen. And this is the future. This card speaks of hoping that the future will be what you expect it to. And I'm going to go further into that. I feel that your magic is that in your life you've put a lot of intentions on wishing for things to happen. And I have too. But worrying that the wrong step will take you into the wrong direction. Not doing enough will cause things to happen. I'm of this thinking too. I feel that if I can prevent things, if I can think further enough ahead, I can prevent bad things from happening. And the uncertain future always a little bit can scare the crap out of me. So I do understand that point of view. But we're always really hoping for the best, right? We're hoping that we send out signals to a spirit, and spirit will come and help us as much as they can. And they do. They really do, Pisces. They help us with whatever they can. The only time that I know of my guides, and I'm talking of me personally, so this is my journey. Yes, again, my journey. The only time that they did not help, or at least, you know, bring in the cavalry, as I would like to call it, was when it was decided upon that there wouldn't be any cavalry at this specific part of my being or life, because these life lessons included for me to have to go through certain things. So they had to kind of step aside and, you know, for all intents and purposes, I guess, let things happen. And I won't call them bad things, I'll just say things. And for a lot, if I were to mention it, they'd probably say those are horrible things. Yes, at the moment, they didn't feel very good, I have to admit. But the strength and wisdom that came with those specific things were crucial for me to be the person I am today. I'm still working through a lot of these things because I'll let you know, as somebody who does things, Field of Dreams, I love this. As a person who does things, who is somebody who does this kind of work, I'm still technically, if I were to say about my life, I'm a complete mess. I'm a beautiful mess, but I'm still a complete mess. I still have so much to look at and look into and open up of boxes of things that that were closed, or that I had closed or thought they were closed. And that's just the way I am. And just because you are somebody who helps other people doesn't mean that everything in your life is perfect, okay? And you will see most readers who are truly doing this to help people, you will see that they will probably say something similar. That they don't have it all figured out, even though a lot of people think we do. We don't. We're just human beings, just like you. When we channel, when we come in with spirit to give great advice, well, that feels really wonderful. It feels magnanimous. It feels like we know it all right at that moment, right? But yeah, once we're done being a service to others, we've got to go back to our crazy and all of our faults and whatever you want to call it. Okay? So, that's why I can relate to some of these things when they come in, because I felt these things. Some of these I've dealt with, and some of them I'm still dealing with, just like you. So the Four of Hearts, you have the Field of Dreams. I love this, okay? Because I just said that. It's like you're sending your wishes and your dreams, and look at that. Okay? And right away when this card came out, while I was blathering on, I was thinking to myself, look at all these big dreams that you're sitting on. They're not hatching, but they're still there. They're being hatched. They're being kept safe, if you will. Okay? Even if things did not happen right away, even if you can't see the bright future ahead of you and all the things that you've put out there, it doesn't mean that they're not happening. It's literally that she's sitting on it, wishing for it, and they're sitting on it, waiting for it. So I feel that it's like in a holding pattern. So I almost feel like Spirit is saying the magic of all of this is that if you put it out there, it's still very much happening. It's being hatched. The Field of Dreams, your Field of Dreams, is still very real. It's still very much in your future, in your view. Because some people put out dreams and sometimes they say, "Oh, this isn't going to happen," right? What I feel, what they're saying though too, is that the conflict that you feel, the stuff that you put out there, the insecurities that you have, yeah, it's what's keeping them from happening. Expand your focus. The King of Swords, he's very much about, he's air, fly above the situation, look beyond it, see your field of dreams, okay, from beyond, above the mountain. This is almost, I feel it's narrow-mindedness. It's the focus or the field of vision is so narrow that you're not seeing anything else. You're juggling like conflicts, the conflicting thoughts that you have. I want to do it, but I don't know how. So it's like sending it out there and then pulling it back. It's still out there. It's still here. It's just not hatching. It's just kind of sitting there waiting for you to make the move. Okay? The decision of, are you going to let this happen? Or are you constantly going to second guess what's happening? Are you going to second guess yourself even more? Are you going to continue second guessing your ability and your magic? Are you going to keep try to solve these problems constantly and juggle them and let them roam around your mind when what you should be doing is like going above? Okay? Above all of that. This is low man on the totem pole. He's the king. Get the master energy. You know, the one that says, all right, enough of this. That masculine energy, enough of this. Take action. Okay? Are you going to live in the burden of that? There's that burden card. It's been wanting to come out a lot. Are you going to meet up the obstacles? You're going to move away from it. You're going to bring in your gold. You're going to keep stealing your energy. Wow, there it is. There's those cards, right? Yeah, again, it's the cards of, look at that. That duality this week is just, it's driving me nuts, you guys. Okay, pick a road, okay? Pick a road. I want you to pick a road right now. I want you to move on, move ahead, move past all of this, okay? Are you going to pick the 4 tools of control or the four energetic tools plus spirit? Okay? This is what's missing. You have the 4 and you have the 4, but there's actually 5. There's the 4 elements and your infinite spirit. That's what's missing out of this picture. So infuse some spirit into your life. Believe. Okay? When we're young, we believe in magic. We don't know how it works. When they pull a rabbit out of a hat, we go, wow, I don't know how he did it, but it happened. Have faith in yourself. Believe in yourself, Pisces. Okay? It really isn't a sleight of hands. There is magic to be seen in this world. There is magic that happens in this world. I had a true happening of that event just recently. I'm still trying to process it. I'm debating whether to put it on the membership as a video, because when you're looking for signs and you get one that's so concrete in the way that it comes through, it kind of takes your breath away. And there is magic, okay? 100%. There's no doubt in my mind there is magic, there is help, there is spirit. We are so much more than we believe we are. But we burden ourselves so. And we're always just at the ready for obstacles. I feel that this at the heart of you is always looking for the obstacles that are going to appear. That's going to show up. It's like, in this reading, I feel like you're always going, what could go wrong? What's going to go wrong? How can I plan this? How can I organize this so that nothing bad happens? What are the possible obstacles? But it's like sending obstacles ahead of you so that you can meet up with them. Do you understand? It's a lot about Abraham. It's like, are you thinking of the best? Or are you thinking of the worst? Now, some realists, I would call them realists, would probably say that's wishful thinking. By thinking of only the good things, you're unprepared. You're foolishly hoping that everything works out, but you're unprepared for what's going to be. I don't think this is the point with you, though, Pisces. I think that you have been planning and pre-planning for such a long time that you're stuck in not moving forward. You're getting stuck in the nitty-gritty details. You've overplanned. You've planned yourself out of dreaming, out of the dream. You've planted the dreams, but you're not letting them hatch. You keep wishing and stagnant and going, please make it happen. But this card has been damaged, but the way it's been damaged, if you see, it's like there's a circle. And that circle is getting you stuck in that bubble. That bubble of, well, I wish and I wish and I wish. But wishing doesn't make it come true. Doing, believing makes it come true. Walking the path makes it come true. The dreaming and the wishing is something you do at the beginning. It's the hatching of the idea, of the dream, of the beautiful thing that you want to create in your life. The rest of it comes with careful planning, but ultimately, when you have everything down and you feel that, I wouldn't say every possible contingency, because that's when you get caught in this, but don't get stuck by just the written obstacles that you see, because it gets you caught in conflict and juggling, trying to adapt. How do I deal with every situation? Keeps you up at night. Oh, what if it doesn't work? Rise above, rise ahead, move past it, move past the negative thoughts. This card for me, I've always written down, it's ducking the swords to stay safe. I got it from this deck, because in this deck, the person is actually ducking the swords, like, oh no. And that's where I got it from. It's like stealing away in the night, being afraid of having something taken away from them, okay? This is about feeling undermined and protecting everything that you have, because you're afraid that somehow there's going to be a great big theft, safeguarding yourself from the worst. And you're only trying to control the situation, but you're taking the magic away. Again, these two thens are coming in as they have been this week. One is of abundance and one is of burden. This duality in the way that you feel. You feel abundant, but you feel burdened by thinking of this abundance. And thinking of the future, the card, the future that's coming in, you should work towards a future that you would like to see yourself standing in, for sure. It's nice to have goals, it's nice to have dreams. But what you have to realize is that the action you take today is going to get you to the future you want. But you can't live there. You have to live here. And if you live in this stress, that's what you are. You're stress. You're not abundance. You're not wish fulfillment. You're sitting there with your heart pouring out all these beautiful dreams, but you are inactive. You are unmoving. You're letting these dreams hatch without ever seeing the light of anything happening. Okay? So what is the magic here, Pisces? What is the message here? I don't know. How do you release this? How do you release this stress? How do you release the fact that you want these things, but you're also very guarded or, afraid? It's almost like afraid to let things out. Well, I would say address the things that you can. But it really all does stem from gratitude, right? You can sit and worry about things that you don't know may or may not happen. You may have all the facts, but you may not be able to control right away everything that happens. You are aware. I still say that gratitude is the best way to unlock these things. What are you grateful for today? What have you got that you're grateful for? You can start with the simplest of things, of being grateful to have dreams, to be wishing upon a star. To have a dream is a wish your heart makes. Those are beautiful things, to be able to wake up to dream another day. There's gratitude for you. When you begin with that, and you see the magic in your life, everything that's happened that somehow, had a little bit of magic around it, the good things that have happened, then you start there. You start with that. Let it guide you. Let it help you take a step in the right direction. Knowing that sometime unexpected things will happen. It doesn't mean that it needs to paralyze you where you stand. It just means that life is happening, and you don't need to take it apart so much that it stops you from seeing how wonderful life can be. All right, Pisces, I'm going to let you go with this. I'm going to come back with the future card. We're going to talk about the work you do there. And I thank you so much. I'm sending you love, light, and blessings as always. Take care.